as soon as I started saving like 60% to my bottom line, I was like, hey, I'm in. AI is interesting. This is exciting. But there's all these scams. Right. I mean, they're prevalent. And the problem is, if you have a short attention span, are you really going to do your due diligence on a fake AI short? I'll give you a perfect example. Just this past week or a couple of weeks ago, there was this deepfake. There were deepfakes that came out of Mr. Beast endorsing the iPhone 15. It said, hey, y'all, Mr. Beast here. If you want an iPhone for $2, click the link below. It wasn't Mr. Beast.
Right.
It was a deep fake. They'd put Mr. Beast face, Mr. Beast voice over someone saying this. And he goes to Twitter and he's like, y'all, that wasn't me. But the damage has been done.
Right. Yeah. It's everywhere by now. Like if it goes, well, if it's Mr. Beast and it's been up for even an hour or two, it's over. It's gotten hundreds of thousands of views.
And they're so good with it. Like this went super viral on TikTok and it looked like Mr. Beast. It looked like his profile. They even put like a blue check mark at the end of the name. I don't know if you've seen that where it's like Mr. Beast with like a blue check mark emoji. So it's not really a very,
but you see the blue and you assume it's, yeah.
Exactly. If you're not like trained to see that verification, it's almost impossible to catch.
I was gonna say on Instagram, anybody can get a check mark now. So it's not even worth, to me, it's not even worth getting it then. Does that make sense? Like
yeah.
If I can pay what is it, $15 a month or something?
Right.
So if anybody can pay $15 a month to just get the check mark, then it doesn't.
Well, it kind of loses the social clout.
Right.
But it does,
Not that
I think,
have one.
help to, it does help to validate that this person is real, you know, unless, like we said, if you're not trained to say, okay, the blue check mark is on the right side, it's not real. If it's on the left side, it is real. It's just like, how many people are actually that plugged in?
Right.
Not that many. By the way, another deep fake that went huge is the Tom Hanks dental scam.
What's that?
Same thing. There was an advertisement for this dental plan that Tom Hanks, quote unquote, had endorsed. They used deep fake technology to mimic his voice, to mimic his face. And all of a sudden, Tom Hanks shows up on your Instagram or TikTok profile saying, hey, buy my dental plan. I'm Tom Hanks. You can have great teeth like me. He never said it.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm just wondering how. Well, it's like Colby was just saying with his parents. You know, it's so when Facebook. Do you remember the ones with Facebook where somebody would contact you? They would create obviously they create a fake page, and then they add all of your friends, and then they come and they contact you and say, listen, I'm out of the country. Like this happened to my mom, a few times. Like some friend of hers was out of the country. I'm in Budapest, or what? My wallet and passport were stolen. I need X amount of dollars. Can you send me $1,000? I'll give it to you, back as soon as I get back into the States. And she's about to send him the money.
Yeah.
Because one, at that point, this was 10, 15 years ago or 20 years ago. She's in her 60s at that point or 70s. So what happens now with AI, just like Colby was saying, when that same person calls you up and says the same thing, only it's their voice. If you were questioning it before, you're not going to question it at all now because it's AI and it's that person's voice, and they're like, oh, hey, Margaret, it's me, Jennifer. You're not going to believe this. I'm in Budapest and I lost my wallet and it was stolen. Can you please Western Union me $1,000? And of course.
Right. You need to have like a safe word. Me and my family have like a code word. Dinosaur. So I'm not going to say it live in front of tens of thousands of people, but we have a code word to catch that because it's so easy to create. You can go to leavenlabs.io. You upload just a few minutes of your voice, and it's going to replicate your voice shockingly well. You can make someone say anything.
I was going to say, I was talking to Boziak, my buddy Boziak, about this. Because listen, I can barely read, right? Like you can't, like I couldn't even narrate my own book. I mean, I had somebody do it because it would take me so long. You don't want to hear me read. I read horribly. And I thought, what would be cool to start a YouTube channel and just go and get true crime articles from Wired magazine, Forbes magazine, Fortune magazine. Well, I guess Forbes doesn't do them, but Fortune magazine does them. Is there still Fortune magazine? It's got to be Fortune.
I'm pretty sure. Fortune, yeah.
Rolling Stone. All of these magazines just do true crime articles. And it takes about an hour to an hour and a half to read one, right? And just get my voice cloned start the video off with, "Hey, I got a great, got a great article," or no, not even an article. You just say, "Hey, I got a great story. Got a great story. It's about such and such. I found it in whatever magazine. Blah blah blah. It was written by so and so. So I think no, you guys are gonna love it." And then just start reading the art, start saying the article, and then jump to B-roll, and so for the next hour and a half, it's my voice reading the article.
Yeah.
For an hour and a half with B-roll, and then at the very end going, "I hope you liked it. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, blah, blah, blah." And that's it. How easy would that be to just start a whole YouTube? And granted, you're taking this stuff and you're putting it on there, but you're not going to get, I don't think you're going to get a copyright strike, because I've actually had people read articles of mine and put them on my channel, and I never got a copyright strike. So if it was me doing it, you could do a whole channel based on that.
Well, and the rules are obviously always changing, which is why it's important that you work with people like yourself who understand, okay, the rules have changed. And frankly, the stuff isn't catching up fast enough.
Right.
These scams are coming out every single day. There's something new that pops up. But I do love that idea. I mean, even ChatGPT-4 can summarize videos immediately. Like, you don't have to watch a 3-hour Joe Rogan episode.
You could probably dump those articles into ChatGPT and ask it to rewrite it.
You absolutely can. I'll show you. This is, I'm more focused on business and marketing and how can I create collaboration. So this is a really simple process that you can do. I hire a VA. We create a Google form that has simple questions, right? Our goal here is to target CEOs, collaborate with CEOs, and find ways to generate, relationships that are going to generate profit, right? Favor for a favor type of thing. Right. So we create a Google form that says, what's your name? What's your email? What's your phone number? What's your website? What company do you work for? What are your, give us a quick 3 takeaways to some questions like, how are you using AI? How are you solving this problem? How are you solving that problem? We send it to CEOs at scale. So Hire VA sends out this form to hundreds and hundreds of CEOs, right? Go to LinkedIn Premium, really easy way to connect, right? So you send out this form. As soon as the CEOs fill out that form, it gets sent to ChatGPT automatically using Zapier. So use Zapier to connect the Google form to ChatGPT. ChatGPT writes out the entire article for you automatically.
Right.
And then we just copy and paste that into WordPress. We tag them and say, hey, your episode's live. And then you set them up because you have their email, you have their phone number. Now you can set them up into a automation where you're nurturing the relationship. You can ask for favors. Now you've given them a favor, so it opens up that doorway. So you can easily incorporate ChatGPT's open AI.
So you're creating an entire relationship that you had nothing to do with.
Exactly. Well, now you have content for your website.
Right.
There's a guy, I talked to this guy the other day. He's written 97 books in 5 months using AI.
Come on, that's ridiculous.
He's making thousands of dollars.
I know. That's, that bothers me.
Thanks for watching Mark Savant Media. Here we're going to help you create better content in less time and turn that attention into income. If you love this video, you're going to love these videos here. Click the one. Me and my team specially selected this just for you. Click the link. Check out the video. I'll catch you here next time on Mark Savant Media. Peace.